So, what's up everyone, Stillyen here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a category of phones that, honestly, is getting more and more interesting every single year, the mid-range. Specifically, we're looking at Samsung's lineup. For a long time, the conversation has been dominated by the flagships, the S series, the folds, but the real volume, the phones that most people are actually buying, often live right here in this middle ground. This is where you find that sweet spot, that intersection of features, performance, and most importantly, price. These are the phones that prove you don't need to spend over $1,000 to get a genuinely great smartphone experience in 2024. Samsung has been flooding this market with options, and it can get a little confusing with all the A series and M series models. What you're getting for your money here is pretty incredible. Solid cameras, beautiful displays, and batteries that can easily last you through a heavy day. The value proposition is just undeniable, and it's pushing the entire industry forward. It's about getting the features that matter without paying for the ones that don't. So, in this video, we're going to count down my top 10 picks for the best Samsung mid-range phones you should be checking out right now. We'll break down the specs, the design, the cameras, and who each phone is really for. We've got a lot to get through, from premium-feeling A-series devices to the battery-focused M-series. My goal here is to help you navigate the lineup and find the perfect device that fits your needs and your budget. Let's get into it. Kicking off our list at number 10 is a phone that really blurs the line between mid-range and flagship, the Galaxy A54 5G. This one just feels premium. When you pick it up, the design language is clearly borrowed from the more expensive S23 series, with that clean camera island-free look on the back and a glass finish. It's a thoughtful design that doesn't scream budget, and when you turn it on, you're greeted with a beautiful 120Hz Super AMOLED display that is just classic Samsung, vibrant, bright, and super smooth to interact with. It's one of the best displays you'll find in this entire category. But it's not just about looks. Under the hood, the Exynos 1380 chip provides a really balanced and reliable performance for day-to-day tasks, social media, and even a good amount of gaming. The camera system is another major highlight. The 50-megapixel main sensor, complete with optical image stabilization, punches well above its weight, delivering sharp, colorful photos, especially in good lighting. It's a testament to how far Samsung's image processing has come. For someone who wants a taste of the flagship experience without the flagship price, the A54 is an incredibly compelling and well-rounded package. Coming in at number 9, we have the younger sibling to the A54, the Galaxy A34 5G, and this phone is all about nailing the fundamentals. While the A54 focuses on that premium feel, the A34 is laser-focused on delivering a practical, long-lasting experience. The first thing you'll notice is the battery life. Samsung packed a huge 5,000 mAh battery in here, and paired with the efficient MediaTek Dimensity 1080 processor, this thing is a 2-day phone for many users. It just keeps going, which is a feature that you can feel every single day. The screen is another standout feature for its price point. You're still getting a big, bright 120Hz Super AMOLED display, so all your content consumption, from watching videos to just scrolling through your feed, feels incredibly fluid and immersive. Yes, it has a teardrop notch instead of the hole punch, which is a bit of a tell that it's a step-down model, but the quality of the panel itself is excellent. Combine that with solid day-to-day performance and a capable main camera, and the A34 5G shapes up to be a workhorse device that offers incredible stamina and a great screen for the money. At number 8, we pivot to the M series with the Galaxy M54. If the A series is about balanced mainstream appeal, the M series often has a specific focus, and for the M54, that focus is an absolutely massive battery. We're talking about a 6,000 mAh cell here. That's bigger than what you'll find in almost any flagship phone, and it translates into truly epic endurance. If you're a power user who is constantly away from a charger, or you just want a phone you almost never have to worry about, the M54 should be right at the top of your list. It's a marathon runner in a world of sprinters. But it's not a one-trick pony. That giant battery powers a seriously impressive display. You're getting a large 6.7-inch Super AMOLED Plus screen with a 120 Hz refresh rate. So even with its battery-first approach, Samsung didn't skimp on the viewing experience. It's big, it's smooth, and it's perfect for media. The phone is powered by the same Exynos 1380 chip found in the A54, so performance is snappy and reliable. The trade-off for that battery is a slightly thicker all-plastic build, but for those who prioritize screen time above all else, it's a trade-off worth making. Number 7. Samsung Galaxy A53 5G. Now for number 7, we're taking a small step back in time with the Galaxy A53 5G. So why is last year's model on this list? Well, it's really all about value and software support. The A53 was a phenomenal mid-ranger when it launched, and now that it's a year older, its price has dropped, making it an even better deal. It shares a lot of its DNA with the A54, including a gorgeous 120 Hz Super AMOLED display, a solid IP67 water resistance rating, and a clean, minimalist design that has aged really well. It still looks and feels like a modern smartphone. The biggest reason it remains so relevant is Samsung's incredible software update policy. The A53 has promised 4 years of major OS updates and 5 years of security patches. That's actually better than what some flagship phones from other brands offer. It means you can buy this phone today and, be confident that it will stay secure and up-to-date for years to come. The Exynos 1280 chip inside is still perfectly capable for all your daily apps and media, and the camera system, led by a 64-megapixel OIS sensor, holds up surprisingly well. It's a smart, reliable buy. Number 6. Samsung Galaxy M33 5G. At number 6, we have another M-series contender, the Galaxy M33 5G. This phone is the definition of a value-for-money powerhouse. It's built for those who want to check as many boxes as possible without breaking the bank. You're getting 5G connectivity, which is still a key feature at this lower mid-range price point, ensuring you're future-proofed for faster network speeds. And, true to its M-series heritage, it packs a hefty 5,000 mAh battery, so all-day battery life is pretty much a guarantee, even with heavy use of that 5G radio. What's impressive is where Samsung didn't cut corners. The display is a large 6.6-inch panel, and while it's a TFT LCD instead of an AMOLED, it does have a 120 Hz refresh rate. That's a rare and welcome feature in this price bracket, making scrolling and animations feel much smoother than the 60 Hz panels on many competitors. The performance from the Exynos 1280 chip is solid for the price, handling everyday tasks with ease. The M33 5G might not have the most premium materials, but in terms of pure practical features per dollar, it's a very tough phone to beat. Number 5. Samsung Galaxy A23 5G. Cracking the top 5, we have the Samsung Galaxy A23 5G. This is where we start getting into the more budget-conscious end of the mid-range spectrum. But what the A23 5G does so well is deliver a competent, no-fuss smartphone experience at a very accessible price. It's a great example of smart compromises. You still get key modern features like 5G connectivity and a high refresh rate 120 Hz display, which, again, is a fantastic inclusion for how much this phone costs. It makes the whole user experience feel faster and more responsive. The camera system is another area where the A23 5G punches above its price tag. The 50-megapixel main sensor is equipped with optical image stabilization, or OIS. That's a feature typically reserved for more expensive phones, and it makes a real difference here, helping to reduce blur from shaky hands and improving low-light performance. The Snapdragon 695 processor inside is a reliable, efficient chip that handles daily tasks without any major hiccups. For someone looking for their first 5G phone or just a dependable daily driver that won't empty their wallet, the A23 5G offers a very compelling and balanced feature set. Number 4, the Samsung Galaxy M32 is Kind of an interesting one because it skips 5G and instead really focuses on one key area, the display. And wow, what a display it is. The M32 comes with a 90Hz Super AMOLED panel that's honestly one of the best you can get for this kind of money. The colors are super punchy, the blacks are like perfectly deep, and that 90Hz refresh rate gives you a noticeable step up in smoothness compared to the usual 60Hz screens. If you watch a lot of stuff on your phone, YouTube, Netflix, Instagram, this screen is going to make everything look amazing. To keep that beautiful display powered, the M32 packs a massive battery. Depending on where you live, you're looking at either a 5,000 or a 6,000 milliamp hour cell, both of which give you, exceptional multi-day endurance. It's basically a media consumption machine that you hardly ever have to plug in. The Helio G80 processor is more about efficiency than raw power, but it's totally capable of handling social media, browsing, and even some casual gaming. So, if you're in a place where 5G isn't a big deal yet and you care more about screen quality and battery life, the M32 is honestly an outstanding choice. Number 3. Samsung Galaxy A14 5G. In the number 3 spot is the Samsung Galaxy A14 5G, and this phone is all about democratizing 5G. It's one of Samsung's most affordable entry points into the world of next-generation connectivity. For a lot of people, this will be the phone that brings them faster download speeds and lower latency without a hefty price tag. Samsung built this device with a clear purpose: deliver the essentials of a modern smartphone experience with 5G as the headline feature at a price that is accessible to almost everyone. And on that front, it succeeds brilliantly. Beyond the 5G, you're getting a very solid package for the price. The 6.6-inch screen has a 90Hz refresh rate, which is a great feature to see at this level, making basic navigation feel smoother. The 5,000 milliamp hour battery delivers excellent longevity, easily lasting a full day and then some. The 50-megapixel main camera can capture surprisingly decent shots in good lighting, perfect for social media. No, it doesn't have the premium finish of its more expensive A-series siblings, but the A14 5G isn't trying to be that. It's a practical, forward-looking phone for the budget-conscious buyer. Number 2. Samsung Galaxy F23 5G. Our runner-up at number 2 is a bit of a performance-focused outlier, the Galaxy F23 5G. The F-series is often about packing a specific punch, and for the F23, that punch is the processor. This phone is powered by the Snapdragon 750G chipset. For the tech-savvy out there, you'll know this is a very capable and well-regarded processor that delivers smooth, snappy performance, especially when it comes to gaming. In a segment often dominated by Exynos or lower-end MediaTek chips, having a solid Snapdragon processor is a major selling point for those who prioritize performance. But it's not just about the chip. The F23 also brings a 120Hz display to the table, ensuring that the powerful performance translates into a visibly fluid user experience. It also supports 25-watt fast charging, so you can top up the 5,000 milliamp hour battery relatively quickly when you need to. It's a phone that feels fast. Fast to use, fast to charge, and with 5G, fast to connect. It makes some smart compromises, like using an LCD instead of an AMOLED, to keep the price down while pouring its budget into that performance-centric core. For gamers or power users on a budget, the F23 5G is a sleeper hit. Number 1. Samsung Galaxy M13. And finally, at the number 1 spot on our list, we have the Samsung Galaxy M13. This might be a surprising choice for number 1, but it all comes down to one thing: incredible value. This phone represents the absolute baseline of what a good, usable smartphone should be in 2024, and it delivers it at an exceptionally low price point. It's the phone for someone on a strict budget, a first-time smartphone user, or someone who just needs a reliable secondary device. It focuses on getting the absolute essentials right without any unnecessary frills. So what do you get? You get a massive 6,000 milliamp hour battery that provides legendary multi-day endurance. You get a large 6.6-inch display that's great for watching videos. You get a triple camera setup headlined by a 50-megapixel main sensor that is perfectly capable for daylight photos. And you get Samsung's Clean One UI software experience. It strips away the high-end features like 5G, high refresh rates, and premium materials, and instead focuses the entire budget on a solid foundation. For the price, the combination of that giant battery and a decent camera is almost impossible to beat. It's the king of budget basics. Alright, so there you have it. My top 10 picks for the best Samsung mid-range phones you can get right now. As you can see, there's a huge amount of choice in this space, which is great for us as consumers. Whether you prioritize a premium-feeling design and a great camera like on the A54, or you want the absolute maximum battery life possible with something like the M54 or M13, Samsung has a device that's tailored for you. It really proves that the mid-range market is where some of the most exciting and practical innovation is happening. The best phone is always the one that fits your specific needs and budget, so I'm really curious to hear what you all think. Which one of these phones stood out to you the most? Do you own any of them? And what has your experience been like? Maybe there's a phone you think I missed on this list. Drop all your thoughts and opinions down in that comment section below. I read as many as I can, and the conversation we have there is one of the best parts of making these videos. And of course, if you found this video helpful or just enjoyed the breakdown, do me a favor and hit that like button. It makes a huge difference for the channel. And if you want to see more deep dives on all the latest tech, from phones to laptops and everything in between, make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on so you don't miss the next one. Thanks, as always, for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.